How's it going, guys, and welcome to another beautiful morning on the farm. A little bit cloudy, but there's some blue skies starting to poke through, and the forecast for the rest of the day is looking pretty good. And speaking of looking pretty good, how good is that field? Coming along very nicely. Very good indeed. So, I have rearranged some of our equipment again, and I have got our trailer, our new trailer, over there. I have got our lifter over there, and I've managed to squeeze the seeder into there to keep it nice and dry. And there's space for the quad bike still, which is good. So yeah, that's good. I feel a bit better about that, having that out of the elements. I would like to clear up a bit more space here so that the equipment's not sitting in the grass, but I don't want to do it just yet because I don't really know how I want to develop this yard. And eventually we're going to have to start putting up some more sheds. But I don't know exactly what I want to do. But, speaking of developing, our purchase was accepted for this field over here. So, it was 40,000 plus some fees. So it came in at just under 42,000 all in all. But we have got ourselves a beautiful canola field. Now, apparently it has been fertilized, and it's basically good to go. So we'll just keep an eye out to see if any weeds pop up. And if it does, we'll have to take care of that. We don't have a weeder, though. So, we'll have to look into one of those, but only when we actually need it. But yeah, the property has been paid for as well, so we are the official owners of this field, which is fantastic because it's so conveniently located. I was really hoping we would get it. Yeah. Very good, but yeah, the crop looks really good. The only thing that I did notice is that there's quite a few stones around, and it doesn't look like it's been rolled. But it shouldn't be a big deal being canola. If it was something like soybean, we run the header much lower to the ground, I would be a bit more concerned. But yeah, should be fine. We'll make sure to roll that to get rid of these stones next time around, next time seeding comes around. But yeah. Unfortunately, nothing that we really need to do on that field other than just wait. Because I'm quite eager to get going on our own properties, but there's really nothing for us to do. Everything's been fertilized and everything's been seeded and everything's looking good. There's no weeds on any of the fields, so really nothing for us to do there. So, instead, we are going to continue on to do jobs for other people. So I have got 2 jobs lined up already, one of which is a cultivating job, which shouldn't be a huge job, and that's the job I'm heading to first. The other one is a very big seeding job. It's a field that needs to be seeded with soybean, but yeah, it's big, so that is definitely going to take a while. So hopefully the cultivating job here doesn't take too long. The field doesn't seem to be too big, but I don't know what equipment we are working with, so that could definitely play a role there. But we'll see. Hopefully we can get through it pretty quickly so that we can get onto that seeding job, because, yeah, like I say, we're going to be there for quite a while, and I'm kind of looking forward to it. I do enjoy seeding. Again, I don't know what exactly we are working with over there in terms of equipment. Hopefully for a big field like that, the equipment is pretty big in itself. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, we are going to head down to this cultivating job. We'll see exactly what we are working with over here, and we'll get that job knocked out. Alright, this is the field, and this is, in fact, a field that we only harvested recently. So very good. Familiar territory then. And this is what we are working with. So we've got one of those little forestry tractors again, a Fanzelt. Still not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but yeah, we're going to go with Fanzelt because why not? 2385. We have got quite a nice cultivator on here. I wonder how this will actually cope with that. Hopefully we don't get stuck doing 2 miles an hour around this field. I guess we'll have to find out. Okay. So let's see what this thing can do. Actually, let's just make sure everything's hooked up properly. Looks to be, yeah. It's always good just to make sure. Righty. Let's drop that down. Okay, here we go. So one thing that is quite noticeable in this tractor is the seat really blocks the view. It's quite hard to see behind you what exactly you're doing. So not great, but it's fine. Not a huge deal, but it is just slightly annoying. It's noticeable, is what I'm saying. Okay, but this thing is actually doing really well. Not bad at all. Alright. Fantastic. So, we are not going to be doing 2 miles an hour around this field, which is great news. But yeah, I'll probably end up going around the field 2 or 3 times, create a bit of a headland, and yeah, then we'll get the rest of the field knocked out. So we are going to get the drone out, and we're going to get this job done. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, well, that is job done. That was quite enjoyable. I mean, who doesn't love the smell of freshly cultivated soil in the morning? But yeah, the tractor was really good. It coped extremely well with that cultivator, which was, yeah, unexpected actually. But yeah, good fun. Good fun indeed. So, we are gonna head off to the next job, which is that big seeding job. And we'll see what exactly we are working with. But yeah, I think we are going to be busy over here for a while. But yeah, otherwise, things are going pretty well. I am over the moon with the purchase of that property across the road. Now, we have paid for it, and we are currently sitting on £11,409. We haven't got paid for the cultivating job yet, but that should be about £2,500. And then, of course, the seeding job, we should get a pretty good paycheck as well. So we need to try and build that bank balance up again, because I think the next property that I maybe want to try and buy is the field behind us, which is currently a sunflower field, the one that connects to our property via that little bridge. Now, it's not for sale, and I wouldn't try and buy that property currently because I think the sunflowers are about ready to harvest. But once that field is harvested, I think I might try and contact the owners and make an offer on that property and see what they say. Since there won't be any crop on it, they might be a bit more willing to sell the field compared to, well, now. with a ready to harvest crop. So yeah, that would be an ideal property for us to get as well. But yeah, we'll have to see whether they'll bite on that one or not. I'm not holding my breath, but we'll see what happens. But it would be very nice to get that property. But yeah, we are gonna head up to this seeding job, and we'll see what exactly we are dealing with over here in terms of the field itself and the equipment. And yeah, then we'll get cracking with that. Alright, well, this is the field in question, and that looks to be the equipment. McCormick by the looks of it. Very nice. Yeah, let's try and get this as far away from the field as we can. Halfway into the hedge will do. There we go. And also let's close that gate, because yeah, that would be quite a bad day if we hooked a gate with a cedar. Especially a cedar like that. Oh my goodness, that is some piece of equipment. That is a big cedar. Very nice. Okay, everything is hooked up. It is indeed. And that is a very nice McCormick tractor. I do like them, actually. I haven't used them a lot, but I do like them. X7624. I wonder how much power something like that would have. I would imagine quite a bit. Okay. Very nice interior. Nice big screen over there. Yeah. Very nice indeed. And that is the field that we are seeding. It's a big one. It's also got an island in the middle with a power line. I think that's a power line. Phone line? Power line. Yeah, that looks to be power. Okay, what are those things called? Transformers? I think that's called a transformer. So yeah, we wouldn't want to run into that pole. That would be quite a bad day. But yeah, we're gonna be here for a bit. It's also a bit of a odd-shaped field, slightly odd-shaped, with a house over there, and seems to be quite a bit wider at the bottom than at the top. Maybe it's just because that sort of corner bit is taken off. It just looks a lot narrower, but yeah, hopefully we can get the GPS working on this field, because I wouldn't want to manually steer this entire field. I'd like this to be as hands-off as possible. But yeah, we are gonna get this field knocked out. I'm gonna play around with the GPS first and see if I can get it working. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can. Otherwise, this is gonna be a very, very long job. Well, it's gonna feel like one. Well, it's probably gonna be one anyway. But yeah, right. I'm gonna mess with that, and we are gonna get this field knocked out. So for now, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Alright, well, that is job done. And that was really good. I actually genuinely enjoyed that. That was so much fun. And it didn't take too long at all. It's only 1:30. So yeah, definitely didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. But yeah, we did have some good equipment to work with. That was a very nice seeder, nice and big seeder. And the McCormick tractor was great. Thoroughly enjoyed it. But yeah, we did also end up getting paid for that job as well as the cultivating job before that, and we are currently sitting on £22,806, which is not bad at all. So the field that I was talking about earlier is the one down here. Now we're definitely not in a position to be thinking about another field. We barely just bought the one across the road, but for future reference, I think this is the one that I want to try and go for next. Now currently there are sunflowers on this field, and they are definitely ready to harvest, which means it'll be a bad idea to talk to them about this field right now. So I'll wait for that to get harvested, and then I might have a chat with them, because that would be, well, the obvious choice for our next field. It probably would have been the obvious choice for our first field, but yeah, the other one came up for sale. Well, this didn't. And yeah, I mean, that would be very convenient since it's already linked to our current property. Yeah, I don't know what their operation is like. I don't know if they make use of contractors or if they do all of the work themselves, but that would be pretty cool if this came up as a contract that I could take on. That would be kind of nice. To harvest that, but like I said, I don't know what the operation is like. I'll definitely keep an eye out, see if it maybe pops up, because that would be kind of cool to harvest that field and sort of see what it's like to work on that field. It'll give us a good idea whether it's something that we actually want to go for or not, because I mean, it's quite close to this little creek here. I don't know if that'll make it a difficult field to work. I'm not sure what it's like on the other sides. So yeah, it would be kind of cool to work this field and make a decision based off of that. But like I say, that is a long shot. I'm not sure it'll come up, but we'll see. I'll definitely try and keep an eye out if it does. But yeah, anyway, we'll see what happens with all of that. As I say, we're definitely not in a position financially to even think about that yet. And I do want to try and get our bank balance back up so that I can talk to them as soon as harvesting is done. I don't want to wait until they've got a crop back in the ground. That would be less than ideal. But anyway, we'll see what happens with that whole situation. Right, so quite the successful morning. Made a good chunk of money. We're definitely on the right track again. After, well, paying for that field over there. Unfortunately, it's going to be a while yet before we'll be harvesting, so no income off of any of our fields at the moment. So we're just going to have to rely on the contract jobs, and hopefully we can pick a few more up. Maybe even later on today, otherwise in the coming days. And try and get that bank balance up so that we can maybe make an offer on that field. That'll be really, really good. But anyway, we are going to leave it there for today. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up. And I'll see you all next time.